So, this is really funny. So now I got another video request about, can you talk about how to like heal scars and stuff like that? First of all, let me just say I have no personal experience with actually doing that type of thing, but I will tell you this. I think that if you repeat an affirmation to yourself, or you visualize, or whatever you do about whatever the physical thing that you have is, I think that a lot of people think that they're going to, like, the scar will just like start knitting itself and heal up and like be gone. I don't think that's how it happens a lot of the time. I think what happens is that, one, I really think you have to correct your own feelings of low self-worth first, because and maybe you don't have to, but since I was asked, I'm going to give you my opinion. I think you have to heal whatever it is that you feel like that thing says about you. Like, you have a scar, whatever. I think it's more than just a scar. It's that you feel like you're unacceptable because of the scar. You're not realizing that, you're God, the creator, and that if you're embarrassed of your scar because of what a partner might think, you can create a partner that will absolutely love your body. Absolutely, you can do that. That I'm 100% sure of. So, you know what I mean? Like, there are not a lot of really good reasons, like really like healthy reasons to want to heal a scar. And I think that when you get sort of down to the bottom of why that thing is on your mind, you can often circumvent the want for that by just fixing. It's like you're trying to attack the effect instead of the cause. Like, you're thinking about your scar, but it's really because you feel like you are unattractive because of the scar. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, I think that when you start to do the work on the physical thing, it will often come to you. It's not like, I think, now I'm sure this is possible, but in my reality, when there's something like a physical thing you're trying to fix, you will often come to it through a known way in the physical reality that we are aware of. Like, for example, I too have scars. I have stretch marks on my stomach that I hate. And I started doing this affirmation that my stomach looks perfect. Because I was like, I don't really care how I come to the conclusion that my stomach looks perfect. If I just perceive it that way, great. All I really care about is what I think anyway. But what had happened was, I was driving around while I was doing this affirmation, and all of a sudden, I hear this voice in my head, my voice talking to me, going, "We should really try dry brushing. I heard that really works." So I'm like, okay. I'm going straight to Walgreens and buying a boar bristle brush. And so I like started doing the dry brushing on all the areas of my body that I wanted to like generate new collagen and all that stuff. And I don't know if it's my perception or if it's reality, but I swear in like 2 days, it started looking so much better. And it's to the point now where I'm not even thinking about it anymore. And this was like a week ago. And like a week before that, I was still in the mindset of like, I'll never be acceptable to anybody as long as I look. I mean, the healing that can take place about these issues can be really, really fast. But my advice would be, attack the way that thing is making you feel, not the actual thing. Because if you fix the thing and you still have that feeling about yourself, you're going to find something else to hate. Guaranteed. And another thing is, there's this idea that there is some standard of beauty or some ideal form. This is all energy, and you look different depending on how you feel about yourself. People can tell your face looks different. The way you carry yourself looks different depending on how you feel. And it can be a huge difference. Why you want to change the physical thing is really, really important. You know, when you think about somebody that you love, and you think about them radically altering their appearance, doesn't it kind of like hurt your heart to think about that? You love them and you love them the way they are. You know, people's looks change in our perception based on how we feel about them. You know, have you ever had the experience of like dating a guy, and the longer that you're together, you just start thinking, God, he's so handsome. Like oh my God. Like I've had that experience on several occasions, and I've had it in reverse. I'm like, how did I think you were so attractive when we met? Like, you're not that great. I've had totally based on like the relationship. So I think you need to try to think of yourself in those terms. You know, I know that like it's really hard to hear this if you're in a place where you're really not accepting yourself, but somebody who loves you isn't going to see your flaws and be like turned off or grossed out by them. Because when you love somebody, and of course, I'm just coming at this from a romantic sense, like when you love somebody, you know, when you really love somebody and you're really in the right place, you're just glad they have a body that you can interact with, you know? I don't know. That's my advice on that. I don't have any direct experience healing something that doesn't normally heal. You know, I had a pretty miraculous body transformation, and my body looks pretty amazing for the change that it went through in the amount of time it went through. But other than that, I think the best thing to do is just to do your imaginal scene and do your affirmation and sort of allow what comes to you to come to you. The solution to fixing it might not be that you watch the scar knit and disappear. It might be that you run into an amazing plastic surgeon who makes it 90% better. And the only reason you ran into that person is because you were in the right place at the right time because of your intention.